Happy Self-Love Sunday, ladies. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. So today I have a number for you, and that's 1 in 400 trillion. 1 in 400 trillion. Do you know what that number represents? And no, it's not winning the lottery, honey. 1 in 400 trillion represents the odds of you being born. Can you think about that for a second? 1 in 400 trillion. I mean, it is like hitting the lottery because that means that you are meant to be here. That means that you are loved. That means you are worthy of a life full of emotional, physical, financial abundance. You are. You're meant for great things. There are times where everybody's going through so much right now because I see it. It's all over social media. They're stressed. They're pressed. They're looking at other people's lives and people with these, large trees in their homes and all these millions of gifts underneath the tree and, or just for those who don't celebrate the holidays, just looking around, looking at everybody else's life. And then you look at all of that and then you come back and you look at yours and there's something has to be wrong because of all the things that you went out. And this is why I love social media, but I really don't like it, is because we were always brought up comparing ourselves to others, right? Yeah, okay. To be honest, we always looked over. But it's grown to this massive thing now where you're looking at someone else's homes and looking at somebody else's life, and then you're constantly condemning yours, not understanding that A, what's for them is for them. B, you don't know how they got to where they got to, and you don't want their lives because whatever heartache, pain, and whatever they had to go through to get to that point where they are, you don't want that. But bigger than all of that, you were destined for something great too. If you can refocus yourself, come back over here, get with you, get in alignment with yourself. Go in there and start healing some of this pain that you're dealing with. Right? Start to love yourself and understand that you are loved. A lot of times we're feeling all these feelings because we're not feeling that we are loved or we're worthy to be loved. And I'm telling you, your number is 1 in 400 trillion. Yes, you are worthy. 150%. You are worthy. But if we don't understand our worth, if we don't see, feel, and know that we are worthy, a lot of times we self-sabotage things in our lives. I've done it. I've manipulated. I've tried to tweak scenarios to fit me, right? I've tried to control the narrative. Like, if you're going to leave my life, you're going to leave the way I want you to leave, right? So I understand it more than you think. When you have insecurities and you don't deem yourself worthy of a certain type of love, sometimes you go out fishing for things that are not even there. And your mind just helps you along. Let's just be clear. The mind is out there. The mind will go find the worst things and have them come to light. Literally, I say this all the time. The mind has literally and figuratively killed people. When you don't learn how to come in, center yourself, slow those thoughts down, tell yourself what is to be true, pull yourself back from the past and back from the future and into the now. Because that's what you have to do. You have to come into alignment. You have to breathe. You have to heal those pains from the past. And you have to get out of the future because none of that has happened. You have to know that it is okay to want better. It is okay to want more. I always want more. Let me tell you something, honey. I want more love. I want to feel abundant in every way. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Yes. There's There's nothing wrong with that. However, it's how you go about that. You have to know that you are loved. This is why I do this. Because I remember a time that I didn't feel loved. I was looking and searching for it in all the wrong ways with all the wrong people until I had to have my breakdown to understand that that love that I'm so desperately seeking and that self-worth and self-esteem all starts within me. It means that I have to be uncomfortable with the fact that I need help, and I have to say it, and I have to know that it's okay. And then once I got it, it was like, why was I stressed out all that time about nothing? None of those things, none of those things and most of those people mean nothing to my life today. They just don't. It just doesn't even matter. Now, I want to be clear about the past because I think it is important to say this. Does not mean that I hate anyone. As a matter of fact, and I know that some people are going to be like, what? Yeah, I love them and I'm appreciative. Because every single one of those people led me back to me. Now, when I say I love them and I appreciate them, doesn't mean that I'm going to go be with them tomorrow. No. Doesn't mean that I'm going to think about them. No. I just know that in this moment as I'm speaking to you, I still love them and I appreciate everything. Because I've grown into blossomed into such a beautiful woman. Someone that I can feel proud of. Someone that I know that is worthy. Someone that I know is loved and is loved. I couldn't feel it before. When I didn't love myself, I couldn't feel it before. And then I'm not saying that you're not worthy of love right now. Yes, you are. As you are right now, you are. But what I'm saying to you is sometimes we can't feel it and we self-sabotage it because we don't love ourselves. That's what I'm trying to convey to you. When you love yourself and you come into alignment, you will understand that some things just don't matter. Let me tell you, let's talk about the holiday season right now. For those who celebrate, Christmas is next week. I just started going shopping yesterday. And there's a few reasons why. Financially right now, it's just not there. I have a child in college. I'm paying college tuition. I have another daughter who does travel cheer that, empties my pockets out on a regular basis. There are priorities. There are things that I'm working on for my business that, it's not really there. But guess what? I'm not worried. I'm not stressed and I'm not pressed. Why? It doesn't matter. Let me tell you, I got some fun things planned for me and my family on Christmas. We're going to have fun. And we're going to one of my best friend's house who I love and adore more than anything. That doesn't matter. It's the memories. It's the fun that we're going to have. That's what matters. My tree is not going to be filled with presents like it used to be. I tell people all the time, when I was worried about the wrong things, my tree was filled. I was going into debt like crazy just to have a bunch of things under the tree. And don't get me wrong, I love to see my children's eyes light up. I think that, kids don't understand what we go through financially. So, I get it. I know that you love to see that. But they also light up when we're having fun and when we're dancing and we're doing other things. And I know I talked about this last week, but I feel it is important again to say today. That materialistic stuff does not matter. And if you don't have it today, don't be sad because it's just temporary. If you want better, you can go out and get better. Starts with you. Let's do it. Whatever it is that you want to do to have an abundant year. So that next year you're not feeling the same feelings. And for those who are going through hard times, again, I think that it's important to reiterate that losing a loved one around the holidays is really, really hard. It's one of the hardest things that I ever had to experience in my life. I lost the aunt one year on Thanksgiving, and I lost my son this December before Christmas, 2 weeks before Christmas. I get that. I know that it's hard, but I'm going to offer it to you every time I have the ability to do so, to tell you that what we take from it is the love. I'm so thankful and appreciative that I had my Aunt Gina and my son Sahad in my life. They really shaped and shifted my world, and I'm so grateful. And I take the love and I take the highlight of the memories, and I don't walk around feeling like it is a loss because I feel like they're always with me. That's what you have to do to get through, to push through, and really come to a place of just understanding that love is always with you. It never leaves. But the mind would have you thinking that they're no longer there, and it's it would have you taking on the worst case scenario of not wanting to feel like you want to go on and all these things. But 1 in 400 trillion, honey, you are loved. You are worthy. Not for a life of mediocrity, not for a life of stress and depression and dealing with all these issues, all because you believe that you deserve, a certain life. You deserve nothing but love. You deserve nothing but happiness. You deserve nothing but joy. How do I know? 1 in 400 trillion. The next time somebody's stressing you out, the next time you're feeling bothered about materialistic items that you don't have, the next time you're looking at your body and you're hating it, I want you to say to yourself, 1 in 400 trillion. I'm going to love me as I am so I can grow to who I need to be, so I can have these boundaries, so I can stop putting up with these things, so I can slow my thoughts down, so I can control the narrative a little bit better within me, so I can go out here and live my life of purpose passionately. 1 in 400 trillion. I have to keep saying it. You are worthy. You're not meant to live a life of mediocrity. You're not meant to look over and look and want their life, want their body, want their man, want their families. No, you got to get away from all of that. You have no idea what's going on over there. And not saying that everything over there is bad, but I'm saying that what they had to sacrifice, what they had to give up, what they had to go through to get it, you have no idea. So stop wanting it, because sometimes that pain that you're feeling is because you're so busy putting that energy in the air that you want what they have. So listen, some of them had some serious pains before they got to the pleasure and joy of all that stuff that they have. So that's why you may be feeling that. So I'm going to need you to get away from there. 1 in 400 trillion. This needs to be said before this next new year comes in. And it has to start today. Say to yourself today, I am going to love me more. I'm going to love on me more. I have in my private Facebook group, we do what I call Proud Mary Mondays now. Well, we just come in on a Monday and we say why we're proud of ourselves. Why? And then why I love myself Thursday. Every Thursday. Why? Come in there and tell me why you love yourself. What is it that you love about you? I said, I love my ability to love. Throughout any circumstances, no matter what goes on in my life, I just have this innate thing to love. I was in the mall yesterday going to Bath and Body Works to get my granddaughter the stuff that she sent me on my list. Child, that little girl. And there's a lady in there and she was singing Christmas songs, right? And where I live is a predominant Caucasian area, okay? And this lady happened to be African American. She's singing with soul. You can see people walking by like, what is she doing? And then I was standing there and there was a guy who worked the game booth and he was just dancing. And I was like, go up there with her, because she was asking to go up there. And he was like, I can't because I have to work. I was like, I will watch your cash register and just, go up there. And he was like, no, these people around here, they'll tell on you. So he was just so happy. So we just start talking about how grateful we are to be here, like despite everything that we've gone through in our lives. And I tell my story all the time, welfare mom, not really having any money, again, losing my aunt, losing my son, divorced. After my divorce, went to a horrible heartbreak with someone who I loved. I mean, I lost my home, and all of that stuff has happened. I've lost some great people. I lost somebody who I really loved just this past July. All that. And I still have an ability to walk in the mall, see a stranger that's dancing and just happy watching somebody else sing, have this conversation, and before I leave, his wife and his son comes in and I'm hugging them and I'm like, I love you and you're so beautiful. And I hugged his wife and I high-fived his son and walk out and just feel this amazing feeling that despite how I was feeling when I walked in, because I wasn't really all there yesterday, I still had that ability to do that. So I love that about myself. So that's what you have to do. Those are the small things that I do that help me on my journey. Aside of, I told you before that I've gone to grief therapy, and that's really helped me. And I've also worked with a counselor on just some things with me. I also meditate every single day, to make sure that I'm in alignment, to slow my thoughts down, because my brain is crazy, for those who don't know what that means. So I'm going to cut this video at this point because I need to go get my house ready, because today I'm having my girlfriends over. I love my babies. And I need to go clean my house, Lord. So I just wanted to say, 1 in 400 trillion, you are loved. You are worthy. You have hit the lottery, honey. So get out here and do what you need to do so that you can live in your purpose passionately. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday for those of you who celebrate. And remember, make memories. Make memories. And I can't wait to see all the memories you make. Remember, you can always Facebook message me, Moe Sass Fitness LLC. Instagram, Moe Sass Fitness. DM me. I would love to see how your holidays panned out. Gmail, moesassfitness@gmail.com. You can email me. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday, and a Merry, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate.